Back about to Dubsy Bricks for another episode of Building Gotham City in Lego, and it's the final quarter of the block that we're building this week. This is the alleyway that leads to the back of the fire station. You've got the fire station down here, and that part just there, that's where the pizzeria from last week will be going. Now the good thing with this week is I can use pretty much this entire base here. So the entire base plate is available. So it's from this stud here all the way to there and to the back just there. So not going to have as many size restraints as we've had in the previous buildings. Now I'm not 100% sure yet what's going to be in these buildings here. It's going to be either a another restaurant or another shop or something like that. But again, what I'll probably do is just build it with a shop front of some description, and then I can add the details or decide what it's going to be afterwards. And this week I'm going to be building in the dark tan colour. This colour just here. I think that's probably going to be another change of the colour, but something that matches the colours I've been using in the previous weeks. So without further ado, let's get the bricks out and let's get started. And here is the start of this building, and I'm breaking it into two separate sections. So this one here is going to be a cafe, so the door will be here, a couple of windows, the serving counter is going to be across here, and then the kitchen area will be just there. This part here, this is there's going to be some steps which lead up to the apartments that are going to be above, and then this one here is going to be a shop, a grocery store, something like that. So I'm going to have a serving counter there, and then the aisles will be going along, sort of thing. I'm not going to worry too much about the interior details at this time. I just want to get the walls all built up as best I can and get the style of the building out the back. And here is the lower floor of the building, and this is the second attempt I had of making this. Originally I went for the nougat colour, however I wasn't happy with how that's turned out. Still not 100% convinced on this style just yet. However, there is still a lot of work to go on this, the plans I have visualised for this. So I'll see how that comes out, and hopefully it will look right once it's been done. As you can see, there are a lot of snot bricks on the sides of this building here. Well, what I'm intending on doing with this is having a 3 deep or 3 long plate going all the way down. It won't have the curve on there, so that will just sit on like so. That'll go all the way along that side and there, and then on top of that I'll be putting some of the curved bricks, so these ones just here, and they'll be scattered all the way along. On the snot bricks, they're just here. Obviously you can see these pillars sticking out there, which doesn't look quite right as it is. And I'll be putting some of these bricks here on there, and then a cheese wedge on the end. But again, these are going to be a coloured brick. So it won't be in the dark tan colour, it will be in another colour. And what colour that is will depend on what shop I end up putting there. The only thing with having it like this, I don't know where I'm going to fit the shop sign. I could leave a slight gap on the design there, or I could do it so it sticks out a little bit. I'm not sure, but I'll worry about those details a little bit further down the line. Now with the walls here, as you can see, I've just put the occasional masonry brick, and what I probably will do as well is I will change out a couple of bricks here and there and put a mixture of different coloured plates in there as well. So probably put a couple of nougat plates in. I might even put the occasional nougat masonry brick just to break all the colour up. Yeah, really happy how that's coming on. Haven't touched the inside yet. I'll worry about that later. I just want to get the outside of this looking right visually, as very often with these builds I do them unhappy, then start all over again, and there's no point doing the inside until I know I'm happy with the exterior. But anyway, let's carry on building and see what we come up with. And there are a few added details to the edges of the floor here. Quite happy with how this has come out. I've put the cheese wedges there, tile below, and then the curved brick on the front there. And what I'll probably do is, once I've decided exactly what shop's going to go on there, I could change these for jumper plates here, the 2x2 jumper plates, stick something out and have the sign so it sticks out a little bit in front of that. Alternatively, I could just move this section and put the sign actually attached to that, and the same around this edge just here. Now the slopes here, the awning, that again will be a totally different colour once I worked out exactly what's going to go in there, and this again is going to be another place where I can add that pop of colour like with the pizzeria. This is going to the side of that. Still need to do the entire inside, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet. The wall has been started there, and I was considering going up with the white masonry bricks. However, again, don't know whether I need to waste those bricks on this just yet. Might see what colours are on the pick a brick wall next time I'm up in Dublin. But yeah, really happy with how that floor is coming along. What I'm going to do now is the base for the next floor up, and what I'm planning on doing is having it so that it comes out to here, and there'll be a 2 wide row of plates which will rest on top of this to slot it in place. But there are a couple of modified plates at the back to clip in place as well. And that's the next floor all in place, and really happy with how it's coming on. One thing I haven't done with this floor is put a hole in the floor for the stairs. I thought I'd worry about that a little bit later. I just wanted to get this, the visual side of it all sorted out before I worry too much about those sort of things. It's really easy to amend the plates on the bottom. Now, as with down here, I've put a cover on the top there, and I will probably change the colour of that out just to break the colour up a little bit more. Not sure what colour to go for just yet. Still need to find another window piece to go in there. As you can see, I've put some more curved bricks in there just to give a little bit more detail and break the brickwork up from being really plain. Around on this side wall here, obviously it's very plain, and that's where I'm considering putting a billboard of some description. And I might do them on each floor. And all I need to do is remove one brick, put a snot brick on there, and then I can attach it to that. With all of the buildings in Gotham City, I haven't put fire escapes and things like that on there. So once I start doing that, it's really going to bring it to life, as will drain pipes and all of those little details, things I need to get the parts for. Still need to work out what I'm going to be doing along the edge here where those studs are showing, whether to just tile it in the same colour or to change the colour up, I'm not sure. But again, these are just things I need to decide. But yeah, really happy with how this is all coming together. And that's the next floor up, all sorted out. Still need to do roof section on here. No interior's done. And again, there's no hole in the floor for the stairs. That's something I can add a little bit later. But I managed to find some more of these parts just here. So that's all good. All of the windows are done on there now. I did run out of the snot bricks in the dark tans. I've had to use a dark bluish grey one there. And I've also started experimenting with putting some different colours in the wall here just to break it up. So as you can see, there's a nougat masonry brick and then some of the 1x2 plates there in dark orange and nougat again. But all in all, really happy with how this building's coming on. And as I was saying earlier on, I think once I've managed to do like the fire escape and also change the colour of a couple of the window ledges and things like that, it's going to really look good with this building. Anyway, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put this in place with the other buildings on that section and just see how it's looking. And here is the side of the building. And I think once I put the billboards on here, that's going to really add a lot to that. But really happy with the whole look, the aesthetic along this wall just here. And here is the other side of the build. And I'm really liking how this is all coming along. I think once I've got the dark bluish grey in here on the road, that's really going to add a lot. And just having the pavements on, it's going to transform the mock so much with trees and whatever else outside of there. Still need to work out what sort of roof design I'm going to be doing on most of these buildings on this section just here. And I'm almost certainly going to add at least one, possibly two more floors of this going up. I think that'd be really good. With this building, as I mentioned previously, I do still need to extend this section just here by 2 bricks. I think it's going to be possibly 3. And I'll just add a little bit more to that. But yeah, really happy with how this is all coming on. Now, we are moving next week, and it's going to be the tail end of next week from Wednesday onwards. So there won't be any more building of Gotham City for the next week or two, I don't think. I will be doing a video showing what the plans are going to be with the new Lego room, and also the plans for Gotham, because I do believe I've got a bigger space to lay it on. And if that is the case, and I'll know more next week, then I'll show you what I'm planning on doing with the new Gotham layout. With the Mandalore build series, that is hopefully going to continue even whilst the movie's going on, due to the fact that I'm building the Comric Gauntlet Fighter. It takes a lot less room for me to build, and I can keep all the parts out. I think I'm going to need to do that. So hopefully the Mandalore build series will still be able to be done. Anyway, that's all we've got time for. Hope you've enjoyed the update. If you have, please remember to give us a big thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit the notification bell so you know when those videos are actually coming out. And if you know anybody else you think would be interested in building Gotham or building Mandalore, please share the channel with them. Anyway, thanks for popping by, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.